Hi guys, I want to talk to you about AP Statistics. So if you know if that's a good course for you next year. My name is Miss McClellan, and I'm down in room 112. If you have any questions about this class, let's go ahead and get right into it, so you can decide for yourself. So first of all, at the beginning of the year, I talk a lot about the purpose of statistics. Why do we do that? We talk about how to properly collect that data so it's free from bias, how to make sure that you have a representation of the population and so that your data will correctly represent what you want to draw conclusions about. Right now, we're analyzing all that data. We're talking about how to get the probabilities of those events. And of course, it's really important that we know what conclusions do we have the right to draw about our data? What can we say? Can we say cause and effect, or can we just say there's an association? And finally, it's really important that you can communicate your findings to the people around you. We have AI, and we have all the computers that can do things for us. So, as a human, you have your worth in that ability to communicate to the people around you. So, that's where you're going to find the importance of the wording in this language of statistics. So, what is your field of interest? You may not even know yet. So, are you in the biologic? Are you wanting to go into the biological sciences? So, marine biology, um, environmental sciences, those kinds of things. How about business? Tons of things there, from finance to business management to marketing, and all the research done in the marketing. Liberal arts. So, that covers a lot of things, all the way from marketing coordinate. You can get liberal arts major as your degree. You can do urban planning, journalists, lobbying, lots of different things for liberal arts. It's more of a well rounded overall um, big picture idea of a field of study. And then medical. If you are going into medical, then AP statistics is for you. You have got to understand how research works. You've got to understand what a p value is and what that says about your conclusion. Who can you draw your conclusions about? Do you have the right to say this medicine causes something else, or this event causes something else? Your social sciences, your psychology, um, all your other relationships, situations, even the marketing falls into that as well, because you're doing a lot of seeing what's going on, and a lot of business fields fall in that idea of the social sciences as well. And then STEM. STEM, of course, is that science, technology, engineering, mathematics. Those ones are really straightforward math. And that pretty much is the main field, that if you are going to go into one of those fields of study, chemistry, physics, all those kinds of things, engineering especially, I really think, and you can only choose one AP class, you need to go into that calculus, because you're going to be using that and expanding upon that in college. So it's good to get a background in that. But for all of the other fields of study, then you need to do your research and see what you think is going to be best for you. I hate to come right out and say for all of these other fields of study, AP statistics is more useful for those items, and it's a whole new language that you've never learned before. So it's good to get that exposure to that language of statistics, because you've done functional relationships and solving equations and all the different uh, mathematical functions from early on in your school career. You've learned that relationship, but we take it to a contextual level and we start applying the math. So you have this handout here, and this would allow you to scan each one of those fields of study and take a look at where students went to school, and if their degree required statistics or calculus or both, and then what the students said about it and recommended. So you can go by this poster. They're alphabetized by university, so you could even look at the university area that you're thinking of going to or interested in. So please take time to go by this, or click on the QR code and it'll take you to these exact same sets of data for you to look at and decide for yourself. What do students say? I always find that's interesting. Here I am, the teacher, and I love my class, so of course I'm biased. But what do the students actually say? So I sent out a survey and I said, hey, what's the most important thing you think students should know before choosing AP Statistics? And so here's some of the responses. Statistics is, in a traditional sense, the most generally applicable math course offered at this school. It's concepts you've mostly never learned before, so it's very interesting. Understand that it's more of an explanation than just doing the math if you want a good grade. And that's right. I feel strongly that you need to learn that communication of that math. It's not super difficult as long as you pay attention and do the homework, of which there will be homework. It's very manageable, but you need to understand that it happens probably more frequently than your other AP classes, my students have said, but it's a good 15 to 20 minutes daily. And so easily done during flex or another one of your classes if you have time at the end of class. So the next one, how would students know if AP Statistics is right for them? So here we go, by looking at which college they want to go to and find out if they recommend the course, if they want a class that's applicable to the real world, if they like more of wording in math and using math in context rather than just isolated equation solving. That one says a lot, and it does. That is this class. It's if you need to take it in college, you might as well take it now. It's the next one. And so finally, I am really interested in teaching you as a whole student and not just teaching the course of statistics, even though I am very passionate about it. So I wanted to know if my students feel they've learned something other than just statistics in the class. And so here are some of the responses. I'm getting better at giving in-depth, full explanations of steps to do things of what statistics truly means. I feel that I have a much better understanding how to use math into context, and with the work in class, I'm able to apply it outside of class. Question comprehension and time management. There's a lot of reading, and my course really makes you slow down and look at the details. And I feel that's an important skill that you're going to take from this class and use in any college class that you go into or any field, and just the general application of mathematics. So I hope that this gives you an insight into what AP Statistics can do for you, the course, and how my students feel about that. Ask around, ask some of your friends that are seniors, and I do have some juniors taking it. If you want to take it as a junior, you have to be concurrently enrolled in pre-AP, pre-calculus to be able to take it as a junior. And then as far as seniors go, I have seniors that are in both AP Calculus and AP Statistics, because, even though you may be going into a mathy field where calculus is information you need to know, the applications and the other general ideas and the testing and all the kind of things that engineers would do is important in those fields of study as well. All right, so good luck to you on your math choice, and I hope that this helped.